to create. I started working on it when COVID hit in March.
Okay.
So I was stuck in the US from March till July. So I started working on it in March, and I recorded it in like so many different cities. I don't think I recorded any of the songs in like an actual studio setup. So like we'll go to Adan and record two songs, go to Kumasi and record one song in a hotel room, travel to America, do two songs, go to this. So I was all over the place. I was having like listening parties on my house with different producers.
Okay.
So at a point, I'll have like four music producers and like three or four artists in the house at the same time, just sampling music and sampling sounds and see which artist fits better on which song, mixing, mastering. Like it was a very, very different process for me.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say it was difficult, but it was the most different, and I had the most fun creating this album more than any of my albums.
Straight away. Now, I quickly want to touch on royalties because when it comes to projects, you need to get all those royalties out of it. You have been in SA for quite a while, in and out, in and out. Have you worked with some of the SA guys, and do you really get retained as in royalties? Because I spoke to Manifest some time ago, and it was like, PM, I have worked with some of the artists in SA, and till date, I still get my royalties off the project that I did there. Have you worked with some of them there, and do you get royalties from projects that you worked on with them?
Bro, even right now, currently, maybe before Christmas, I have a whole collaboration album with South African artists. I've done so many.
Great.
I feel like I'm gonna pick like the five or six of the best ones, and release an EP called the Ghana Piano.
The Ghana
Ghana Piano EP.
piano.
Yeah, mixing the Ghanaian sound with the South African and my piano sound. I've done maybe 10 different songs. I came here for a media tour, and I ended up creating so much music with a big artist here. I have so many trusts, so many. I think one of them is coming out next week as well. It's with a producer that teamed up with me and created a song called Sawasa.
Okay.
It's an piano sound used by them. They created the sound here.
Straight.
I think it drops on the 24th actually.
Okay.
Yes, it drops on the 24th over here in SA. So you hear one of the songs, and then I'll probably add about five more, and put an EP out for Christmas with all these dope South Africans. And yes, the royalty system here is working. They have two collection societies here called Samro and Capasso.
Okay.
And I'm actually I spoke to one of the heads at Capasso, and I feel like they should be able to come help the Ghanaian music industry, and they're very interested. So sometime early next year, they'll be in Ghana to have talks with stakeholders and see how.
That would be great,
Yes.
bro. That would be, because we really need this. This is something most people have been speaking against for a long time. I heard Stoneboy's story and I was so sad. Like talking about.
What happened?
So definitely we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Now, just because you mentioned I'm a piano, okay. So we had our craze that was at Zonto some years back, and I'm looking at this I'm a piano bit. How do you see this craze?
I mean, I think every country's had a bit of a run. We've Azonto from Ghana was very dominant in the early 2000s. I remember in 2012, Sarkodie had You Go Kill Me.
Yeah.
I had Vera. We had Kecheza Lubutungui. We had so many Azonto.
These were big songs.
Yeah, we had a lot. We had Kalu by EL. We had so many songs. And the Nigerians also came and had their wave with their records. And I think now is the turn of South Africa. It all lies in the hands of the artists on how well you carry this to the rest of the world. Unfortunately for us, we weren't able to take it as far as we would have loved to. I don't know whether it's because there was lack of unity or the digitization process on how music was being able to spread.
So that's
now
exactly what I want to look at. Looking at how we couldn't take it far. Because it was big as at that time. People were jamming to it in the States, in the UK, but still, somehow it died out like that.
Yep. I don't know whether to blame it on artists not being able to take it far, but it goes further than that. Right now, we're in an age where music spreads faster, the streaming services and the internet have become very, very powerful tools in promoting music. We didn't have that in 2011 and 2012, So, I mean, we can't cry over spilt milk. I feel like music is dynamic. We should all be able to create music. We should all be able to sample our genres, create hip life and piano sounds, fuse them.
Yeah.
I did that on Enjoyment Ministers, a fusion of our hip life sound and
And I'm a
piano.
piano, yeah, and it really worked. I mean, it really worked, my
All
brother.
from Stone, but yeah, work. You just hip hop. There's me rapping. There's Kwame MP on a hip life tip on there. There's Stoneboy on a dancehall tip, and there's an I'm a piano beat. There's a fusion of sounds. I feel
Yeah,
like as artists, we should be able to create and mix genres and just create music that people will love.
nice one,
So yeah, right now that my piano wave is there, but let's fuse it. Let's create music. Let's be creative.
nice one.
We shouldn't wait for the next person to do it before we do it. Let's create our own and also make it happen for us. We shouldn't be just stick to one genre.
Straight.
If I stuck to just rapping and making hip hop music, I'll be very hungry right now.
I get you. Now, there was a tweet by yourself on the 18th of September, okay, concerning music, as in our streaming platforms. So I want to quote exactly what you tweeted. So it was like, hey, Ghana, our top 20 songs on Apple Music are 18 Nigerian songs. Already, like, how do we touch the rest of the world if it doesn't start from home? A big question right there. But there was another tweet from one gentleman called _Greatman who says, if we come to Onyx, or if we come sit Onyx from 12 to 8 a.m., it be Nigerian songs like 80% your DJ they play. Start advocacy from your backyard. That was a tweet from somebody which got so many people talking. So I'm like, do you really have control over the songs played in the club when people come around?
So first of all, when somebody tweets something like that, he's not tweeting facts. I'm first of all, I screenshot Apple Top 20.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I said to you,
I saw exactly
look
that.
here. You can see with your eyes this is what's going on.
Straight.
Now, as typical Ghanaians are, positivity is not something that anybody really wants to promote.
Sad.
Something like this, you come tweet when you come to on. Are you crazy? I'm an artist. When you come to Oasis, the majority of the music is Ghanaian music. I'm even playing unreleased songs and seeing the reaction of the patrons. I'm playing songs that people haven't even heard, giving the people that come out the exclusives. It's the first new song that comes out in 2 weeks. If you come to Oasis, if you're my customer, you've already heard the song. Safa and Sarkodie. It's a new single that's dropping next week. It's called Fever.
That's great.
Nobody's heard it. It's not online. But if you're at the club, if you come to Onyx and Oasis, you've already heard the song. What is he talking about? Wait, he says 85. So what? You stood there the whole night and counted all the songs and did mathematics and calculated 85%?
Surprised when I saw that too.
You are not speaking facts. You're just talking. You're just talking rubbish. He just wanted to tweet something, I'm sure. You know what? Did you come and hear 100 songs and then did mathematics and said, this is 85%?
Charlie Ganamante.
What are you talking?
Too bad.
I ignore stuff like that. I'm talking about something positive, about how we can improve on the patronization of our own music.
Yeah.
Nigerians are proud. Look, in South Africa and in Nigeria, they have a law that states we only play 90% local content. So the other 10% is for the world to fight. So you, a Ghanaian artist in these parts, you are fighting with Jay-Z and Drake and Rihanna for 10% airplay
for
on their radio
10%.
station.
Lord.
Yes.
That's crazy, bro.
So why wouldn't their music flourish? Because home is being banged in your ear. When you come to Ghana, all you're supposed to be hearing is Ghanaian music. So when you go back, you're taking something new away with you. When you go to Nigeria, you're leaving with Nigerian music. You're leaving with Nigerian culture. All you see on TV is Nigerian content. All you hear on the radio is Nigerian content. Same here in SA. All you hear is South African music. All you hear is on TV, South African movies. But in Ghana, it's different. And I feel like this is something that the government should step in and speak about. I was speaking to the Minister of Tourism a few weeks ago, and today the Director of the Tourism Authority, Mr. Ajiman, about how we can pass such a mandate so that media entities, hospitality establishments, hotels, restaurants, clubs, radio stations, TV stations, to be mandated to play 90% local content. It's for our own good. It's promoting tourism. It's promoting our culture, our music, our movies. I think it's very important to move in that direction.
And definitely,
I think it's very, very
Mr. Jimano support such cause. That's my boss, man. He's a very positive man. I'm sure he will also do something about it. Now, D Black, there are so many young talents out here who actually draw inspiration from you, yeah. And I actually want to refer to another tweet of yours about growing up and some of the experiences you had. So this was a tweet from you. We came from regular homes, broken homes, but we are okay. Moms did her best, Charlie. I remember so well, but no one wanted to hear that I want to make music. It was go school, be a doctor or a lawyer. Someone had to find his own way through thick/thin. No one owes you nothing. So for that young talent who is doing a listener right now, who draws so much inspiration from a boss like D Black, who is also going through this same situation that you went through some time ago. Maybe the person loves music, he loves art to bits, but the dad or the mom wants the person to be a doctor or a lawyer like you experience. What advice do you have for that young talent? Because this is the official frequency for the young and the young at heart. Talk to them.
Okay, so you see, for me, I mean, everybody's circumstance is different. All I can say is I can tell you about my journey.
All right.
I can tell you that I had to go to school. I decided that I was going to try and play both cards. I'm going to try to educate myself up to a certain point, and also try as much as possible. If you're disciplined, you're able to combine the two. And that's what I did my best. I tried to go to school and I tried to record my music. And as soon as I finished, I jumped into the studio and started creating music like it was a career. And I took it seriously as a job, through thick or thin. That was my priority. Some people might not have. I have a bit of business acumen, but not all artists are business minded. There's some people who are just pure creatives. They just know how to write music and create hit songs.
Yeah.
Not everybody can combine the two.
Very true.
So look at yourself as an artist. Look at yourself as a creative. You know yourself better than anyone. And ask yourself, can I do the two? If you can do the two, go ahead and do the two. If you can't, prioritize the one that touches your heart. Follow your heart and follow your dreams. And that's my advice,
Thank you so much. Now let's talk about education before we get into the song that we're about to talk about, Kiss and Tell. I want to know for your Bachelor of Arts in Economics at the University of Cape Coast and also the BFA Theatre Arts / Music at Legon, which came first?
Economics. That's what I was. So economics degree was in the University of Cape Coast. I never finished it. That's when I left and went to University of Ghana to pursue theatre arts.
Oh, meaning you didn't complete at UCC?
No, I didn't.
What happened?
That wasn't where my heart was. I know that it's helped me in life.
Okay.
What I studied in those 2 years in UCC, studying economics, it has helped to my advantage. I know I balance my music with the business acumen and some of the things I picked up in uni in my first 2 years over there. But that wasn't where my heart was at. I wanted to study film. I wanted to study music. I wanted to study theatre arts. I wanted to be in a creative space. So I went to University of Ghana and followed that path.
All right. So at what level did you quit at UCC?
Second year.
Second year. Okay. Nice one. Now, I know most people are not aware that you are also the mastermind behind Livewire event. And I must say, Charlie, if there is any event company in Ghana that I will big up, especially from watching some of the events you put together, like that big boxing match between Aite Powers and Bukom Banku in Kumasi somewhere 2015 there, I must say, you're doing a great job. Charlie, how do you juggle all those things? Livewire, Oasis, Onings, Black Avenue Entertainment, I'm Black Avenue Music and all this. How do you juggle all this, bro?
So
I really want to know, bro, because I watch your works and I'm always inspired. Like, how does he do it? One man.
I'm a workaholic, bro. I'm a different type of individual. Very, very different. I wake up and my priority is to do these things. I think when you're passionate about something, it's easier for you. When you're not doing it because of the money, you're doing it because of the love about something. It comes different, and I think that's what my case is. I'm very passionate about all these things that I do. I'm very passionate about my music. Whoever I decide to help, I'm very passionate about. Whoever I decide to invest in, I'm very passionate about my businesses. So it's something that I don't play with at all. And I have a very formidable team. I have a team of people who are also dedicated to what they do.
Straight.
They're all people that I call friends as well.
Nice
These are
one.
my friends. Some of them I grew up with that I put in positions to be able to also create revenue for themselves or put food on the table. So we take our job very seriously.
Nice one.
At
Nice
the end
one.
of the day, we're also friends.
So with your BET recognition, Channel O, Sound City, Africa Music Awards, London, all those big international recognitions, do you think you're celebrated enough in a country like Ghana with all this achievements? Because it's like when they're throwing light on some of these international achievements, your name hardly pops up. Do you think you're celebrated enough?
Okay, to be honest with you, I don't really mind. It's not really like a priority for me. But I feel like at this point in my career, this is 10 years. I don't really talk about those things. I'm not really one person who brags, and that's the braggadocio. But I feel like if I spoke about these things, it would throw more light on it, and people will respect it. But I don't really talk about it.
So that's the reason.
If I did, I'm also not one of those people, and I don't really mind. What I want to do is also be able to do the same thing that I did in 2010, I did in 2012, same thing I did in 2014. I want to do it again in 2021, and that's what we're going to do. Then you remember that stuff without me talking about it.
Niceness. When Forbes Africa described you as one of Ghana's most successful music moguls in 2019, how did that come to you?
Yeah, that was big, man.
I know, right? Because man, when I heard that story in 2019, I'm like, yo, Blacko, that's big.
Yeah, that was big. I was excited. It's Forbes, man. Even though I knew that I hadn't gone to that point, as long as they could see the future and felt that I was worthy of that, I was happy. I was good.
Straight. Nice one. Now I know you as Big Blacko, and we have another Blacko. That is a Black Sheriff. Are we going to be expecting something from these two Blackos?
Yeah, I met him once. I think he's dope. I have so much music I have to put out. But definitely, I'm sure me and create some stuff.
Yeah, because you're the big Blacko, and he's also a Blacko, so there should be a Blacko project, man. We need to. All right, so we're digging straight into the video that was released today, Kiss and Tell. I checked it out in the morning, and I was so much in love with it. I know you're somebody who really respects art, and so therefore you always put in much when it comes to your music videos, and I must salute you for that. You really put in much. Look at Enjoyment Minister. Work really went into that project, and now Kiss and Tell. Who shot this video though?
Akwaboah. He's a very dope director that I met last year. I feel like he was the perfect person for this one.
Nice one. So what was it shot? I mean, the locations.
We shot at the old American Embassy in Osu, and then we shot at the Enjoyment Radio Studios, and we shot some at my office as well. I think we shot in like 4 locations.
Now to the Enjoyment Radio Studio. Is this something coming up that we should watch out for, or it was just a setup for the video or the project?
No. It's actually real. It's an online radio station.
Online radio.
Yes, it's the direction of the station is actually set up. It's set up as a proper radio station that's been set up, but it's online only. The direction is to be able to promote Ghanaian internationally. So anywhere you are in the world, Ghanaian content only. It's also 90% Ghanaian music only.
You know the reason why I'm talking about it? Because so many people have seen the video, and I'm sure they thought it was just a setup for the video. I'm telling you. So I'm glad you are throwing light on it. So let them know again.
It's gonna go live in November.
Nice.
Look out for enjoymentradio.com. It's an app. It's a website where you stream anywhere you are. It will be on so many app platforms where you can tune into local radio. Anywhere you are in the world, you'll be able to listen to Enjoyment Radio.
Nice one. How is the whole Loyalty album doing so far?
So far, so good. I'm happy. Thank God, Charlie.
We thank God. Now, King, I don't want to take much of a time, so quickly introduce Kiss and Tell, and then we drop it right here. But then if you can give us something, let us feel some liveness from this sound before we drop the song.
All right, so thank you so much for having me, man. God bless you guys. And this is my brand new single off the Loyalty album, Kiss and Tell, featuring Akwaboah, directed by Akwaboah and produced by Spiroche Beats from Nigeria. Thank you guys so much for having me. Enjoy.